The Essential Phone from Andy Rubin. What do you need to know? I'm David, and if you haven't heard, Essential, a startup company founded by one of the founding members of Android, has just launched its first smartphone, the Essential Phone, or the Essential PH1. As this is the brainchild of the Android founder, you'd think that they'd be operating an Android operating system. And you'd be correct. The Essential Phone is a new member in the Android flagship family, joining Samsung, Huawei, LG, Google themselves, and anyone else? HTC. Did I miss anyone? Upon first glance, this is quite an interesting looking phone with the almost bezel-less screen, and 2017 seems to be the year of weird aspect ratios, with LG and Samsung first coming out with the 18:9 aspect ratio, and now Essential coming in here with a 19:10 aspect ratio, which is weird. But that does give you more screen, which gives you a slightly wider screen ratio than you're going to get on your Samsung S8 or your LG G6. Seems to be very cloudy today. Anyway, Essential have marketed quite a lot on their titanium body, meaning that unlike most aluminium cased or surrounded smartphones, if you drop it on the floor, it's not supposed to leave a mark, or you're not going to really have much damage to your phone, which would be great. We're going to have to see that though in action. This is also another attempt at a modular system, but unlike previous modular systems, here we're seeing a wireless connection and a magnetic connection point on the back of the phone. For a limited time, if you buy an Essential phone, you can spend an extra $50 and get the world's smallest 360-degree camera, and that has a modular interface which magnetically mounts on the back of the phone, and there's a wireless transfer there which gets information from the virtual camera to the smartphone. This also looks great for the future, where you can have some other types of modular interfaces with the smartphone, and with wired data transfer speeds of up to 6 gigabytes per second. That should be quite good going into the next couple of years. A quick side note regarding the modular system on the phone. Thanks to some great design, no logos, very clean, crisp look with the nice square edges, etc., the phone does not rely on having to have modular systems attached to it for it to look complete. What I mean by that is, if you're using the phone, you're not going to think, and you're not using these modular systems, you're not going to think that something's missing, which was the case with previous modular system phones. So this is a phone which has modular features that you can add to it without the phone lacking anything, without being compromised, which is a great testament to the design and to the creative thought process put into the phone. Essentially, it's great design. But if you're taking photos or video on the regular cameras, you can rest assured that you can have some great quality, as both cameras can shoot in 4K video. The front camera has an 8-megapixel camera. On the back, there's dual lenses in a similar situation like you'd see on Huawei with their P9 and P10 models. The one camera is a 13-megapixel RGB camera, and the other is a 13-megapixel monochromatic camera to get better light, and that just makes a better contrasty image and better low light capabilities. It has two cameras, but quite ironically, for a phone made by a company called Essential, it's lacking an essential thing, namely a headphone jack. And another essential thing in today's modern age, with most flagship models sporting waterproofing, unfortunately, Essentials left that one a bit out. The headphone jack is not too much of a big deal, as it has USB-C, and rumors are that it will be shipped with an adapter dongle, so you can still plug in your corded headphones into your Essential phone, Essential PH1, what are we going to call this thing? The rest of the spec is pretty much the same as you're going to find on most of your flagship models this year. 4 gigabytes of RAM, about 3000 milliamp battery. It does have a very good amount of onboard memory though, at 128 gigabytes built in. And the rest of the stuff is pretty much standard that you're going to get with most of your other phones. The shipping date, if all goes to plan, should be the end of June, beginning of July in the States, where you can only get it in the States. It's not yet available here in Germany, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, all those places. It's not yet available. Why? We're in the modern age, it should be able to ship worldwide right now. upon release, but it's not here yet, so we're gonna have to wait. If you want to get yours in the States, it'll be $699, $749 if you want that extra 360-degree camera, and that's about it. Essentially, it should be a good phone. Anyway, if you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more tech-related videos like this one. I'm David, and I am going to see you in the next one. Ciao.